Hey everyone, and welcome back. So I want to do a quick news update today. I'm a little bit pressed for time, so I'm actually going to go through these a little bit quicker than I normally would. But first up, I do want to give you guys a heads up. I'm sure most of you already know, but this weekend is the Vinegar Syndrome Memorial Day weekend sale, where the majority of their in-stock items are 50% off. I think the only thing excluded are obviously the new titles as well as some more recent ones, so ones from the last couple months, but everything else is half off. Plus there's some new merch and everything. Now obviously the big titles for the month were previously announced with the exception of two. So obviously the previously announced one. Obviously the big one for the month, at least for a lot of us, is of course the new 4K release of the movie Thriller, aka they call her One Eye. Also the new 4K release of Cloak and Dagger, a 4K release of Miami Connection, as well as a Blu-ray double feature disc of Horror High and Stanley, which I'm happy that Stanley is actually finally getting a Blu-ray release. Now the two sort of surprise titles are William Malone film Scared to Death, which I'm actually, I was happy to see that that was announced. And then the other title is the movie Voyage of the Rock Aliens. Now I don't know anything about that. It's from 1984 and it stars Craig Schaefer, who is in Nightbreed. As you know, I'm a big Nightbreed fan. So now as far as surprise titles, these are okay. I mean, I'm excited for Scared to Death, but at the same time, you know, when you announce this as like a secret title, you know, like I think a lot of us sort of build up possibilities in our mind, and they're obviously always bigger than they should be. Like, these are nice announcements. Now, should they have been secret? I don't know. And then the other two titles are new VSA titles. First one is the movie Red Surf, and the other one is Expect No Mercy. Now, these, because you're not familiar, the VSA titles were usually ones that were like direct-to-video sort of action films and stuff. Although, actually, not all their VSA titles were action. So I think it's just direct-to-video ones, but they were shot on film, you know, like back in like the late 80s and 90s and stuff. And again, their sale is running through the weekend. It ends Monday night, I believe at midnight Eastern time, or just before midnight. I think it's technically 11:59 Monday night. And again, one of the nice things I like is that you can order stuff, and then if you want to go back and order other stuff, there is always an option that you can just add that to your pre-existing order, which I always appreciate. Also gives me the reason to go back and get more stuff in case there's anything I'm missing. So next up, Arrow has announced their titles for August. Now it's a little bit light this month. Some speculation as to why that might be. I know there's a couple changes going on at Arrow, but part of that may also be because they're planning some big stuff for like the fall, September, October, November, for example. But we'll see. You know, we'll start getting some of those announcements obviously next month. But as far as August goes, so coming August 29th is the film Running Out of Time Collections. That's Running Out of Time 1 and 2 from director Johnny To. That's got a new 2K transfers and it retails for $34.99. And just know that that is a US and Canada only release. And next up, coming to the US, Canada, and the UK is a new Blu-ray and 4K release of the movie Flatliners. So there'll be two separate releases, one Blu-ray, one 4K. Coming August 2nd and retails, I believe the Blu-ray is $27.99 while the 4K retails for $34.99. And it does have a new 4K transfer from the original negative supervised by director of photography Jan de Bont. Now these aren't limited releases. These are just the standard releases out of the gate. So they are up. I believe a lot of them are up for pre-order already. Next up is a Scream Factory website exclusive, limited to 1,500 copies. You can only get it through the shoutfactory.com website, and that is the William Peter Blatty film, The Ninth Configuration. Now, this is kind of a wacky film. I really like it. It sort of really jumps all over the place. It's like dramatic and comedic and just all kinds of stuff kind of thrown in. It had a limited Blu-ray release before. Well, actually, this one's limited too, so what am I talking about? But the other one, I think, like, most people didn't even know it actually had a Blu-ray release. But this release is getting a brand new 2K transfer from the original camera negative. Now, it is Region A locked, and again, only available through the Shout Factory website. But it is for sale right now and retails for $26.98. Not sure why this one is limited. I kind of feel like this one, they could have actually had a broader release. I think even though it is technically a lesser known film, I actually think it could have reached more people if it had a broader release. But who knows? We'll see we'll see how sales go. It definitely got my order in for it. And then finally, Severin has announced a new box set coming at the end of July. And this box set is The Incredibly Strange Films of Ray Dennis Steckler. It's 10 discs and it has 20 of his films, ranging from like actually more than that, several different decades. Let me just put it that way. And it says here all 20 films are getting scanned in 4K, 2K from the best existing 35mm or 60mm vault elements, sole remaining prints, or video masters, depending obviously on what the film was and also what's available. You know, for some of these films that they still obviously still have the negative. In other cases, they may only have a film print. And some of these cases, I don't know if they were only shot on video or whether or not they only have a video master available. But it's kind of one of those where it's like, well, you either have the film or you don't. So I'd rather see the film than not, even if picture quality is, you know, questionable on a couple releases. But some of the ones that were transferred from the negative should look really good. Even a film print. I mean, a decent film print should still look good. But this thing is just packed. Outside of having the 20 films, like, it obviously also has all kinds of special features, new commentary tracks. I mean, it says here, audio commentaries, a full color book, and like all kinds of interviews and everything, and documentaries and all kinds. Like, this thing is just like their previous box sets that they've done that have been sort of career retrospectives. I mean, they just throw everything in there. So the box set retails for $220. It is up for sale, pre-order right now at the Severin website for $150, and in true Severin fashion, you can also get two actually different bundles. You can get just the box set, and you can get two bundles that come with a bunch of extra stuff. There's what they're calling the hallucinogenic hypno vision bundle, which is only limited to 100. But let's see. So it comes with the box set, obviously, a Thrill Killers t-shirt, a Severin Hall of Fame pin, the Incredibly Strange Creatures cell sheet signed by Carolyn Brandt, which is really awesome. Catch Flag mask bundle exclusive, the Incredibly Strange Creatures vintage press kit bundle exclusive, as well as a Steckler Movies hat. I mean, this thing is just loaded. Like, if I wish I could swing, I can't swing for the ultimate bundle this time like I have in the past, but I think I might actually go for this one. This is sort of between the two. This is the Terrorama bundle, limited to 300, and it's $171. And this one obviously comes with a box set, the t-shirt, the pin, as well as the autographed cell sheet. I think this is the one I might actually go for. But that ultimate bundle with the mask and everything else, I mean, that just looks like a blast. I kind of miss being able to get some of those, but man, I do have to be tight with finances a little bit right now. So again, that is tentatively scheduled for the end of July. And again, pre-orders are up right now at the Severin website. And of course, Severin does have a sale coming up in a couple weeks, which I will have details on as we get closer to that. So I do need to wrap this one up a little bit quicker. I wish I could have gone a little bit more into details, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try and answer them as best I can. And definitely let me know your thoughts on these announcements. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.